A signature color in your branding can boost brand recognition by 80%. And the same thing goes for your slogan. It's a small part of your copywriting and branding, but at the same time, it's a huge part of how people are going to remember and interpret your brand. And a lot of businesses actually completely neglect the slogan. They focus on bigger and better things. But the thing is, the devil is in the details. Always remember that with marketing, branding, and copywriting. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to show you actually how to write a really good slogan along with some of the best ones in the world to learn from. So first of all, what is a slogan? Now, a slogan essentially is a small phrase or a tagline that describes a business or a company's marketing and advertising material. Normally, it's going to summarize what the brand is about and what they offer. It's a great way to be remembered by customers and not just blend into the sea of competitors. So if you want to write really good slogans, I always recommend beginning with putting a benefit in the tagline. Tell the customers exactly how they're going to benefit from purchasing from you, buying one of your products, and just working with your brand in general. It doesn't actually have to be about the product itself, but it can be about customer experience, the emotions and feelings they'll have engaging with you, and how much better they're going to be afterwards. Check out Walmart, for example. If you look at their slogan, I think it's amazing because it's just literally save money, live better. So it's telling them that by shopping with Walmart, you're essentially going to save money and you're going to live a better life. And if you actually have shopped at Walmart before, you know that they offer a lot of discount prices and savings. So it's essentially a cost savings that also helps the customer just have a better lifestyle. Secondly, and you'll notice this with the Walmart example, is you should keep it short and sweet. It shouldn't be a paragraph, and many times it's not even a sentence. Just like with the Walmart one, it's just a few words, and you might use full stops, which are those periods in between the short sentences. Right now, the average person actually has less attention span than a goldfish. This is actually according to real data. So you have to get their attention quick, and it doesn't matter why it's happening, but as a copywriter and a marketer, all you have to know is the science, the consumer psychology, and then be able to adapt to that. So understanding that people have short attention spans these days, what I want you to do is write a shorter tagline, a shorter slogan that really summarizes your brand. Look at the fast food company KFC. Its finger licking good has been one of its best slogans it's ever used. It summarizes the experience you're gonna have, the tastiness of the food, and once again, it's just short and sweet and it's memorable. Number 3 is aligning it with the logo, because brand identity and consistency is huge. I'll be talking a bit more about this in the video, but just to begin, one of the simplest things you can do is align it with the logo in terms of the color, the font, the sizing, and all those other design and graphical elements. So Burger King's Have It Your Way logo, if you notice the text, it matches the color of the logo itself, so it blends in nicely. It just suits it. If they place this on other ads and marketing material, it'll look really nice. It doesn't contrast and look different and seem off. It's all very, very consistent. And this is good because people like consistency. People like brands that look the same everywhere they engage with, so it doesn't confuse them. And all you have to do is simply take your logo and make sure whatever slogan you write, it matches it in terms of the color and overall design and size. Strategy number 4 is adding some humor if possible, because humor is a great way to be remembered and also just give people a positive interpretation of your brand. It can be a funny saying, or it can even be an inside joke for people that would only know if they're in your industry or if they're a customer of your product, and that kind of creates the clubhouse effect. Everybody knows Lay's chips and one of their famous sayings or slogans, which is, I bet you can't eat just one. So it's kind of a little bit of humor and a play on the product that it's so good you can't just eat a single chip. And that brings me to number 5, which is making it better than all of your competitors. So what I want you to do is actually go scout out some of your main competitors and look at their slogans. Save this into a Word doc, Google Drive, somewhere, and start to analyze them. Are there any certain words and phrases and things that they're using consistently? And if so, try to think of a strategy, a value proposition, maybe a product feature, something that's going to allow you to stand out. So if someone looks at all those brands, instantly they can kind of see yours as one that's way different. And one of the ways I recommend doing this is with a unique value proposition. So think about something like proprietary technology, maybe it's unique materials, rare materials, ingredients, something that no one really else has, only you do, and then try to mix that into the slogan, because then literally they can't get it anywhere else but then purchasing from you. I also want you to write down as many ideas as possible. This is an amazing copywriting exercise in general. Whether you're writing slogans, headlines, blog post ideas, it can literally be applied to anything, but it's amazing for slogans. The general idea is that the left side of your brain is very analytical, data-driven, and that's where a lot of your deeper thoughts are going to come from in analysis. But the right side of your brain is actually where emotion comes from, creativity, imagination, and that's what we want when we're copywriting. We don't want to be too analytical till later and we're editing and proofreading and looking at logical flow and things like that. But when we're actually writing copy, and especially with a slogan, you really want to be using that creative side of your brain. And one of the ways you can do it is by writing as many ideas as possible and writing very quickly, and then you don't even give your brain a chance to use that analytical side. I also want you to get feedback from friends and family, but here's the thing. Don't just hand it off to other marketers, business owners, and copywriters, because they will give you good feedback for sure, But a really interesting thing to do is take people that aren't into copywriting or business or marketing and give them your copywriting, give them your slogan. And this is a really good practice because they aren't really into all the strategies and deep analysis that we know. So when they see it, they're really going to give you the perspective and the response of a true consumer. And something I love doing is giving friends and family copy. And when they read it and ask me, like, how do I get that? I know I did a good job. And if all else fails, you can just hire a copywriter. You can go into places like Fiverr, 99 Designs. You can go in tons of places to actually get a slogan or a logo design, since they do tend to go hand in hand a lot of the time. You can also contact me if you need content writing or copywriting services. This kind of just takes it out of your hand. You can focus on your strong points, running your team, doing marketing campaigns, focusing on product launches and things like that. You don't have to worry about copywriting. Just kick your feet up, focus on your strengths, and then the copywriter gets it done for you. If you want to learn more about slogan copywriting, go read my full guide in the description. There's a lot more examples and strategies and ideas for you. Make sure to also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know down in the comments if there's any kind of topics you want me to cover about copywriting, marketing, and so on. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.